Maybe you avoid talking about migration altogether because it's such a difficult and divisive issue. But if you've ever dared to suggest that Europe could or should do more for people who've been forced to flee their homes, it's likely that you got a response along the lines of, but we can't take everyone. At least I have heard that response many times. Now, the charts behind me show you that Europe is nowhere near taking everyone. According to data from the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, the UNHCR, the situation we live in is this. More than 100 million people have been forced to flee. This is 1 in every 70 people living on Earth. And out of these people, the majority is accommodated in countries outside rather than inside Europe. Countries that are not as rich as we are. So, how did we get into this situation? Why are the less well-off doing more than the more well-off? And what does that have to do with theology? Questions like these I'll be exploring in the Vrijzinnige Lezing in Utrecht. My name is Ulrich Schmiedel. I'm Professor of Global Christianities at Lund University in Sweden, and I've been honored with the invitation to deliver this year's Vrijzinnige Lezing. In this lecture, I will make the case that religion is crucial to both the construction and the critique of European borders. The ways in which religion is drawn on in public and political discourse brings back the well-worn clash between the defenders and the despisers of liberal theology. Only that the stakes are much higher this time. Which theologies are acted on in the public square literally determines who can and who cannot survive a border crossing into Europe. I'll be drawing on many years of fieldwork with multi-faith-based refugee relief organizations to outline what public theology could and should look like under these conditions. Conditions of a death and deportation-dealing migration regime. Vrijzinnigheid, and I hope my pronunciation isn't too bad here, Vrijzinnigheid will emerge as a core category to characterize a way of thinking and talking about God that can provoke change in the public square precisely because it can neither be captured nor closed. And in turn, this can have consequences for how people on the move are treated at the borders that have walled off Europe. I'm very much looking forward to the conversations that will emerge from the lecture, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there.